So you want to come in open mechanical? Let's talk about it. YouTube, what is good? It is Aries back at it again, and if you can read from the title, today we're going to talk about open mechanical aptitude, tomato contracts in the Air Force. So what is an open mechanical contract or mechanical aptitude contract in the Air Force? All that means is going into BMT, you do not have a job solidified. All you do know is when you get to BMT, you're going to choose a job that is in the mechanical maintenance field. With that being said, I will share my personal experience with going into open mechanical. So before I get into the process of it, I would tell you that going open mechanical is the quickest way you're going to get out of the DEP program in the Air Force, and essentially because you're helping out the needs of the Air Force. The Air Force are always looking for maintainers, people in the electrical field, and certain AFSEs. That's the majority of the jobs that your recruiters want to see every month. So be wary of that going in, that you will get out a lot quicker with an open mechanical contract opposed to waiting on some other job. So one day, strolling down in the mall, I talked to an Air Force recruiter, and I've been thinking about it for a minute, but I decided to walk in one day and just talk and see what options I have. He asked me what I was looking for, and my main thing when I joined was I wanted to have a job where if I was to one day get out of the military, I can go on the civilian side of it, still do the same thing, and have employment. So after doing a lot of talking and thinking and all of that, I came with the clever idea that open mechanical or just the mechanical maintenance field will be the best fit for me. So from that process, you go to MEPS, you do all this and that and this and that, and about 3 months later, I got a mechanical aptitude job. And what I will tell you is I had no idea what mechanical aptitude was. I didn't know exactly what that meant at the time. I didn't know that I was open mechanical. I didn't know that. So how open mechanical aptitude job goes is you go to BMT around the third week of training. I believe it's third week. Everybody with open mechanical or open general or open admin, they all group up, whatever open you are, sit in one room. The civilian guy will hand you a sheet of paper. Everybody's job list is going to be different based off of their scores, what they qualify for. Some people have a long list, some people have a short list. But sum it up, you'll have as many selections as you have, and you choose up to 10. My personal advice in the open mechanical field is use as many choices as you can. You may not see the job that you wanted or the job that you saw at your recruiter's office. It just may not be there. But list down, do your research before you go into BMT, and list down jobs that you would really be interested in. Because I would hate for you to be that person. So write down one job or two jobs, shooting for this exact job. You get some you didn't want no type of business in. So my personal advice from Aries is go in, use as many, I can't stress enough, use as many options as you can when going open mechanical. You want the higher chance of getting a job that you would want over something that you completely wouldn't want to. So after that whole process, next week you go talk to the liaison. You confirm all of your choices, make sure that this is what you truly wanted to do. And I mean, as far as job choices, not open mechanical, clarify that. But so You wait until 8th week of training. Yes, 8 week of training now. And that's when you get your orders to tech school. That's eventually when you find out your AFSC. Let me backtrack a little bit. On the 3rd week of training, you will have a binder that will give you your job description. So on the 8th week of training, you will get that same binder. And that's where you look up your AFSC and see what you got. So during that same time, you get your orders to tech school. You find out what tech school you'll be going to the next week, whether that be Shepherd, Keesler, which that's mostly admin. I know you can go to Virginia. It's a bunch of different places you can go. I will tell you, when I went through, I listed, I think my number 1 job was air trans. I didn't know what it was. It had a very vague description of it, but it sounded cool. My second choice, remotely piloted aircraft maintenance. Also didn't know what that was. Sounded cool too. I know I had a few tactical, 15, 16 maintenance, NDI, it's not destructive inspection, age. I put that. I think electrical systems was like one of them. But I, on the 8th week of training, wind up getting my second choice, which is remotely piloted aircraft maintenance, aka drone maintenance. I did find out my AFSC 2 weeks earlier than when I got my orders, and this might apply for you too. During the 6th week of training, you go to a computer class where you first register for the Air Force portal. First time you ever go through all of these websites, and you see MyPers for the first time. MyPers will have all of your information, and if you're open, you might just see the AFSC that you receive prior to getting your orders 8th week of training. So about 6th week of training. Now your instructor might actually tell you this. This is how I know personally, because our instructor had let us know this. And this is if the servers are up. The servers are always down during BMT. But like I said, you might be able to see your AFSC, get your number, and also see what bases you can go to. I will tell you, I was so disappointed during that 6 week of training. And this is the reason why. When I looked at my AFSC, I see people around me. Oh, I can go to Japan. I can go to Italy. I can go to Germany. I looked at my 3 bases. 1 was in Nevada, 2 was in New Mexico. I wasn't too hyped. I was not too hyped at that moment. I was a little bit let down. I'm not gonna lie. But I look at it now. Being a crew chief for RPAs is not bad at all. As far as being a crew chief, I wouldn't have it no other way. In Vegas, and looking at the good in it, I can't really complain at all. In concluding of this narrative or video, whatever you want to put it, I would tell you before you go into any recruiter's office, or whether that's Marines, Air Force, wherever, know yourself. Know what you are going to be content doing for the next 4 to 6 years of your life. It's a big decision that you're going to have to make, and it's going to be one that you're going to have to live with. Like I said, at first I wasn't accepting of it, but I wouldn't have had it any other way at all. Wouldn't have met some of the people that I met if I hadn't went this way. Probably wouldn't even be in Vegas right now. I wouldn't be close to home. And I'll tell you, always stay open-minded. See the best in any decision that you can make. And just know yourself. Know yourself. Know what you're gonna do. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I'll be back with another story time or whatever I come up with. But until next time, Aries out.